My life changed on 26 December 2016. I was visiting my home in Oman when my mother and I rushed to the hospital. There, I saw my father lying on the stretcher. I held his hand and looked into his eyes, saying, "It will be okay." I will never forget that moment. My father needed a time-sensitive injection, and we only had 4 hours to procure it. A harrowing ambulance ride later, we finally reached a new hospital. Unfortunately, by then, we had lost a lot of time. Upon my father's recovery, I was left with many questions. What if we did not make it in time? What if the second hospital did not have the injection either? And of what worth are scientific improvements if people do not have access to them? According to the World Health Organization, over half of the world's population, an estimated 3.5 billion people, lack access to essential medical services. This staggering statistic reveals a harsh reality. Where you live can determine your chances of survival. The barriers to accessing healthcare are often exacerbated by geography, infrastructure, and socioeconomic conditions. For countless communities, access to healthcare remains a major obstacle. Whether it's a mother experiencing labor, a child suffering severe dehydration, or an elderly patient experiencing a heart attack. Our inability to bridge these distances can turn manageable health conditions into tragic losses. So it's clear, it's not enough for us to build hospitals or train medical staff if people who need them the most are not able to access them. When this happened to my father, I remember breaking down on the hospital floor. As a daughter, I was terrified. As a citizen of the world, I was infuriated. But as an aerospace engineer, I saw an opportunity to democratize the world for access. In fact, this is a fascinating time to be a part of the aviation industry. Drones, some of which are electric autonomous aircraft, are dropping time-sensitive medical supplies in hard-to-reach areas. They've already covered over 50 million miles, dropping over 10 million products, cutting shortage times from hours to minutes. Another emerging technology that I've had the privilege to work on are eVTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, which are similar to helicopters in that they can vertically take off and land, but they're much more quieter, smoother, and efficient. They've already demonstrated a pilot flight in transporting organs, and they hold the potential to serve as air ambulances. So let's imagine the stakes. A mother experiencing labor. Instead of waiting for an ambulance for hours or even a day, can take the elevator to the rooftop of the building. There, she hops onto an eVTOL and soars over the city, over the congested roads and the traffic jam, to land on top of the hospital, where there's a medical team waiting to receive her. All of this in just minutes. When time is of the essence, the sky is the solution. We have unlocked the third dimension in transportation. Together, this field is called advanced air mobility, and I see its potential to do a lot more than just connect point A to point B. So, say no to being stuck in traffic jams because eVTOLs are going to reduce congestion times from hours to minutes. In fact, eVTOLs aren't just for passengers, but also for cargo. So when roads are blocked by floods, wildfires, or earthquakes, eVTOLs can drop time-sensitive critical supplies directly to those in need. And for all of y'all in the audience who love receiving your Amazon packages within minutes of ordering, drones are going to drop them off right in your backyard. The advanced air mobility revolution is here. And it is going to democratize access like never before. Faster, cleaner, and smarter. Are you ready for takeoff? However, as is with any cutting-edge, new and innovative technology, we've got some real challenges we need to overcome. First, we've got to figure how to safely integrate them into our airspaces. Second, these technologies require huge upfront investments, even though they're going to be profitable over the long run. And third, we've got to figure out our privacy and cybersecurity concerns. But I believe that none of these challenges are insurmountable, especially with collaborations between government, public, and private sectors. We hold the potential to overcome these challenges. So, when we look to the skies, let us see more than just travel. For the 19-year-old girl in Oman, looking to a drone to drop a time-sensitive supply for her father, to the 40-year-old man stranded in a flood and looking to an eVTOL for rescue. Advanced air mobility is going to revolutionize access like never before. The future is above us, and together we can reach it. Thank you.